Okay, let's talk about the image for your skincare class. This is really important whenever you go into a skincare class or a party, whatever you want to call it. It's really important that you look the part of the beauty consultant. I love the line that says, you don't want anyone to have to guess who the beauty consultant is, and that's absolutely true. Whenever you walk in, for one thing, there might already be guests there, so you want to make sure that when you get there, you are in control of what's going on. So arrive a little bit early so you're not rushing into the room. You want to make sure that you've touched up your lipstick before you come in. You don't want to be doing that, stand there talking to your hostess, putting on your lipstick. So make sure to get there early. Whenever you come in, you don't want to be the bag lady. Some people want to haul in everything that they can imagine that they might possibly need, like they're going on a camping trip and they're in the wilderness or something. All you need are your 2 bags for your starter kit. Now, if you find those 2 bags aren't really big enough to carry the paperwork and things that you're taking with you, you might want to make a little bit of a change there. There's some bags that you can order on section 2. There's very simple totes that you can get, things that are very inexpensive. And talk to your director, talk to me about bags that you can even earn if you are looking for another bag that you can carry all your stuff in. But just don't be the bag lady. Carry in those 2 bags. I personally leave all of my inventory in the car. I don't like to have to drag in all of my stuff. It makes my job look a lot harder than it is. So it's easier on my back. I actually had a hernia at one point from lugging all that stuff around. So just make it as easy on yourself as you possibly can. I leave everything in the car, and then whenever it's time to pack up their orders, I take all of the orders of the guests, then I go out and I fill their orders and I come back in, pass them out, and then I close out my hostess and give her her free product. And then I go out and fill her order and come back in. So it's just 2 extra trips in and out. Now, whenever I go out to fill those orders, I've already packed up my bags, and so I can just carry those out with me, and it really isn't an extra trip at all. So that's just kind of how I do it with my inventory. Some people have the nice rolling totes that you can get on Mary Kay In Touch if you go to MK Connections. They're a little bit pricey, but you can also earn those as Star Consultant prizes. So if that's easy for you and you just want to carry everything in and you can do it in 2 trips, then that's fine. But you don't want to have to be lugging things in and out or ask anybody's husband to help you carry things in and out. Make it easy on yourself. Okay, so that's a little bit about the way that you want to look when you come into the class. The other thing to keep in mind is, do you look the part of a beauty consultant? How's your hair? Is it slamming? Have you gotten a compliment on that hairstyle lately? If you haven't, you might want to look for a new stylist. What I did was I just looked for somebody who I liked their hair, and I asked them, where do you get your hair done? And they told me where they went, and so I went there and I tried that stylist. Sometimes you have to try a couple places, but just have confidence that when you go to a professional, you can get a professional haircut, and trust them. And make sure their hair looks good, and then you'll know that they'll probably do a good job on yours too. Your makeup is so important. If you go to a skincare class and your makeup isn't done, you're not believing in your product. So make sure that your skin is looking good, you've got any kind of blemishes or anything concealed, you have powdered your face before you went in so you don't have any kind of shine going on, and then make sure that your eye makeup is done nicely, because you'll be referencing to it. You'll be saying, see how my eye makeup is here and all of that. Make sure that looks good. Your blush should be in the right place. If you don't know where that is, ask me or ask another consultant whose makeup who does a good job on their makeup already. And then your lipstick, of course, you want to have that on. If you're not a lipstick girl, at least have your gloss on and make sure to touch it up right before you go in. And maybe take a break in the middle of the party and do a little touch up. So just make sure that you're looking good. The other thing about image is your jewelry. I like to wear some prizes that I've earned through Mary Kay. So these are my pearls of sharing that I have on. I earned these way back in the beginning of my career. I still wear them today. I've updated my bracelet and my earrings because the prize did update. They look a little bit different now, but I wear these and I get to reference them, and I say, we earn all kinds of prizes in Mary Kay. This jewelry that I'm wearing today is a prize, so that's a good thing to do. But whatever your jewelry is that you wear, just make sure that it looks nice and that it's professional. But in Mary Kay we are a little bit over the top, so you can get away with a little gaudier jewelry than maybe you could in an office building, so make sure to play it up. Beyond that, as far as image goes, it's beyond just your physical image that people look at you and see. Remember that image expands to other things beyond that, like your attitude. When you come into the party, do not bring the outside world with you. If you got in a traffic jam on your way there, or your kid threw up on you before you left and you had to change your clothes and this and that, then They don't need to know that. The hostess and her guests are there to relax that night and to enjoy themselves. The last thing they need is your problems on top of their own problems. So make sure to just keep those to yourself. The clothing brings up another point. How do you want to look whenever you go to the party, as far as from the neck down? What I love is this beauty coat. I ordered this on MK Connections for $38. Again, you can earn that as a Star Consultant prize. You can get vouchers and then basically get this for free. I asked for mine for Christmas one year from my mom, and so she got online and ordered it for me, and I got it at Christmas time. I will tell you that for $38, it is a wonderful investment. It has really saved me a lot of money on clothes and on cleaning costs because I'm messy and I always end up with things down the front of me. And so this is very water resistant, stain resistant, things wipe right off of it. You can throw it in the washer and the dryer. It's very easy to care for. I also love it because I don't have to have a lot of different outfits for my classes. I have 2 or 3 skirts that I kind of rotate, and I just wear the different skirts at each party. And then my tops, I might have maybe 3 tops that I rotate. They're things that I can stay nice and cool under my coat. They're usually sleeveless. It doesn't matter because nobody's going to see them. So those are things that you can consider as purchases, but you certainly don't need them. All you need is a simple black suit or a very nice top with a skirt, but always make sure to be wearing a skirt. I prefer pantyhose as well. That's not required in Mary Kay anymore, but I think that most professional women in offices today still wear pantyhose, so consider that. Professional shoes are important. A lot of times when you come in to the house, everybody has taken their shoes off, and you'll want to follow suit with that. Just leave your shoes at the door. They'll understand that you're padding around in your nylons or your bare feet. And if that is the case, then of course we want to make sure that our toenails are painted. So things that we don't always think about. There's some little reminders for you there. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything with image. Oh, of course, pins. That was the other thing I wanted to cover. I wear my sales director pin. You'll want to wear your beauty consultant pin. That's just kind of like, shows people that you're for real. The beauty coat already says Mary Kay on it, so if you don't wear your pin, it's okay if you have your beauty coat on. And then my name tag is important too, and that's because they're not going to remember your name, but if they can at least look at your name tag, that helps them out a lot. So that's it on image, and so we'll continue with some more training in the next video.